I do know what I'm doing because I'm getting better. But
hey, y'all, I'm still training her, y'all. She's still in training. It's a 3-year process. You know how you get a degree and it takes 4 years for a degree? It's taking 4 years for this social media, but it's coming.
You all, when the slow ones get it, we got it. So I'm getting it. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us again. Facebook, if you all could just check in, because I know you watch us from all over the country.
Yes. I don't see her.
Let us know where you are watching us from. That is going to be great. And we're going to go ahead and get started. We have some special guests. Excuse me.
Darlene, excuse me, I hate to interrupt you, but I don't see you on. Okay, there you go. You're here. I found you. So I guess I need to finish my class too.
And as you know, we're wearing some special shirts today.
Oh, I didn't wear my shirt.
Yes, and you can see the backdrop because we're broadcasting live from the FEW National Training Program, and we're going to get a lot into that. We're going to be joined by some of the officials. We have the president that's going to be coming by to tell us about this great organization. Because as you all know, well, let me get started first because I am fired up.
All right.
Now, you all check in. Facebook, let us know where you are watching us from. And we have some of our participants here with us who are also fired up.
Yes.
Yes. So here we go, you all. It's Financial Fed Friday. And so you know what that means. We're going to be sharing a boatload of information with you. Thank you all. Thank you for all of our phone listeners. We know you're out there. Everyone checking in on Facebook. Thank you so much. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I think we're going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I promise this is going to advance you all. Welcome to Financial Fed Friday. So as you all are checking in, that is great. I see you on Facebook. I love my West Coast family that gets up. You all know it is 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Ooh.
So we appreciate you checking in, getting up, because Rita and I, we bring the funny, but we bring the finances. So welcome to Financial Fed Friday. I am your co-host, Darlene Jenkins, and my other co-host,
Dr. Rita B.
Rowland, and we are your Financial Fed Friday team. And of course, we are representing Affordable Benefit Solutions. So Financial Fed Fridays, for those of you that are new, and we know we have a lot of new participants that are joining us on Facebook, joining us live here on the webinar. We see you. This is a webinar that we do every other Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also broadcast simultaneously live on Facebook. So welcome all of my Facebook friends and family. And what we pull back the curtain so that you can get an in-depth understanding of not only your federal benefits and your best retirement investment options, but we also just give you financial advice. And one of the things that we want to bring to you, this training conference is something that we're going to get into. So if you want to join us, tell your friends, your family, your coworkers, anyone that is working or anticipating working. They should be on this webinar, starting to learn. You're never too young, it's never too early, and it's never too late, more importantly, to get this information. So if you want to join us live and talk back to us, you can talk back to us on Facebook also. You can register for the webinar at www.rita, B as in Bailey, Roland, ROLAND, events.com. That's RitaBRolandEvents.com. And you can, of course, go to Facebook, which is where we're broadcasting live, and look for Your AV Solutions. Like us, follow our page, but then jump over to YouTube. We have a YouTube channel where you can catch all of our prior broadcasts. If you're watching right here, go ahead and click that subscribe and like button right there so you can get updated on all of the new videos that we post. You can go to live, and it's a lot of feedback over there. Thank you. You can go to YouTube and look for Financial Fed Friday or Affordable Benefit Solutions, our logo. Look for Rita and I's sunny face, and you know you're at the right channel. Jeannie, I see you, and I'm going to get to you. So before we get into the meat of the matter, we just want to let you know that our webinar, we do this in a generic approach. The reason we do that is because there's a lot of you out there, and we don't know each and every person's situation, so we cannot individualize this presentation. But what we can do, if you reach out to your Fed Friday team or our other team members at Affordable Benefit Solutions, because all of our clients and friends get on, reach out to us, and the information that we go over here, we can customize and specialize just for you. So please accept this information that we're going over as general in context and apply it where you feel it fits your needs. But more importantly, reach out to your Financial Fed Friday team, and we can help you get everything that you have a question about, get it answered and put in place. So thank you all for understanding. And the whole purpose of our Financial Fed Friday series, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here, Rita. The whole purpose.
I'm the one who stutters. Watch that.
So the whole purpose is just to help you understand not only your benefits, but your money personality. I'm telling you, if you have not taken our money personality, go over to our YouTube page and you want to take that money quiz. We did it at the beginning of the year. So we help you understand your money personality, your spending habits, and then we offer support and offer solutions that will enable you to reach your financial destination. And we just have joining us some special guests that are coming in this year. One of them, you all, is trying to be a little shy. And we know this young lady that we had sitting down first is the national. Can you see? Okay. Can we see it? No, we can't. Now we can see her. This is the president, Madam President Karen Rainey of the FEW organization. Karen, let me just go through our theme, and then we're going to get right to you because you are important to this whole organization being here. So Financial Fed Friday, our theme for this year is the year of the sacrifice. And as you know, sacrifice is an act of giving up something valued for the sake of something regarded as more important or more worthy. And that brings us right here to why we are here at this Federally Employed Women's National Training Program. Yes. So here at the program, this is their 50th year, you all. They have been providing this sort of training, empowering women to, in the federal government. So with that, Karen, I want to just ask you, can you tell our audience a little bit about you and about the 50 years that you all have been offering the services to women in the federal workforce?
Yes, we're an awesome organization that was founded in 1968. So we're actually 51 years old, but we have been providing premier training for 50 years. And it's all about encouragement, empowerment, and elevation this year. As an organization, we stand on some mighty who have led the way. So what we do is not only do we work for the advancement of women, but we work for the advancement of federal employees, making sure that their needs be met in all aspects. We look at the total person. So our 4 focus areas in which we were founded on were diversity, compliance, legislation, and ultimately training, which we've been doing for 50 years. One of the things I want to tell you about our organization is not only we have a variety of people who come to our national training program and participate in our over 100 chapters throughout the United States of America. and even internationally. We have garnered support of the military. One of the things we have done is become strategic in our partnerships. That's why we're here with ABS. Woo-hoo! Yes, that's why we're here with them, because they have invested in us and created an opportunity for us to make sure we use our finances, make sure that we are financially stable in our future. You know, we work every day, but who wants to work and end up getting the second job? Our organization is about taking care of you and building the whole person. And we use strategic partners like ABS to do that.
Yes, thank you, Karen. And please, you all, don't let the name, now this organization is about the advancement of women in the federal workforce. But remember, one of the key pillars that she mentioned was diversity. Not only diversity in terms of race, but we're bringing in the other sex as well. So men, those of you that are out there that are male, just because it says federally employed women, they also have men that are coming, because guess what? They need the training too. And as Rita and I come on here every other week, giving you financial advice, coming to training programs such as this is vital. A lot. There were, how many members, how many people did you have here this year?
We had over 1,000 people who came
wow.
to the training program. We always encourage people to come, but because we have experienced the longest government shutdown ever, it was a little late, so we were a little worried, but they came through. They found it necessary for them to be here, and I'm so excited about that 1,000. I want to say that one of our phrases in federally employed women is that we always have a few good men with us as well.
I like that, Karen. I like that. So yes, getting trained. For those of you in all of our classes, and Rita's going to go into the classes that we taught here and get the feedback from some of the participants that were in our classes. But if you want to, whether you're working in the government, and that's the thing, this isn't just for federal workers, it's for municipality workers such as Prince George's County, the District of Columbia, or any of the states that you are from. Getting training, coming to these types of programs, they had all sorts of training. What were some of the training classes that you offered?
Now, one of the things that is so unique about our organization is, we have a lot of special interest project managers training, EEO development trainings, but actually I am in IT, science and technology. That is another focus of the federal government. We had bridging diversity gaps, financial planning, of course. We had communication classes. There was a variety of different classes that were going on at this training that covers all unique areas of the government. One of the things we try to do in our organization is build leadership, build leaders, and make sure that they advance in all of the skills, the basic skills of communication, business acumen, political savvy. All of those things you can get here at our national training program. We are one of the unique organizations that cover a wide spread and offer over 150 courses at our national training program in 1 week. You couldn't beat that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is why we are highly suggesting that you come, find out about programs such as the FEW program. Advancement in your career is not just about the hard work that you do on your job, but you have to build the skills. When you come to programs like this, they have a lot of leadership, how to deal with conflict in the workplace, self-improvement, just so many. I was walking around, I'm like, wow, I'd like to go sit in that class. But of course, we had our own class to take care of. Karen, I want to, Madam President, let's just, make sure.
Get that right, darling, get that right.
Exactly, we have, what is the saying? give the honor where it's due. So this is Madam President Rainey of the Federally Employed Women's Program, because if I was talking to President President Obama, I would not be saying, well, Barack. So please forgive me, Madam President. Yeah, but we do appreciate you coming on here and talking to our audience. And I want to let you all know we have another member in a few, not just a member, but also a past president who has had, thank you so much, Madam President, that is going to join us also. But I want to put this up here on the screen, and we're going to put it in the chat box. But if you want to know more about this organization, and more importantly, to join, because in order for organizations such as this to put on training that helps advance your career, they need members, not people just to come. Of course, we want you to come, but we also want you to join this organization. So here is a link to get more information about the FEW organization, but more importantly, to join, and we will see you here next year once we find out. Our president, right? Madam Michelle Crockett, can you tell us a little bit about your experiences with the FEW organization? Why should someone come to the training conference here, from your perspective?
Well, from my perspective, I have to say it's the leadership skills that I've been able to develop over the course of many years in my career progression. I can definitely say that I attribute my career progression to my involvement and engagement with federally employed women. When I joined this organization, I was GSC. I'm now capped out as the National Program Director for EO and Diversity at NOAA's National Ocean Service. So the opportunities that I received to work and hone and develop my leadership skills, I got them within this organization. So if there's anyone who has talents that are not, they haven't fully developed at this point, I say join this organization, bring your talents, bring your expertise, and make it your organization.
Thank you so much. And let me tell you, to the team together, each achieves more. That is real. And when you join forces with organizations such as FEW, when you are having a problem, they are having a problem, and you have a team to go to help you address the issues that you may be facing. Thank you so much. These, we feel so honored because these two ladies, they are running everything, getting the programs together. Of course, we had Madam President. Well, you come this way. I don't. Not on my watch, an injury. Rita, I want you, because we've talked to the higher ups in the organization, but now let's talk to someone that was actually in the classes and get the participant perspective of FEW national.
Yes. Thank you. Let me just tell you that training is very, very important. And I think one of the downsides to people succeeding in anything, whether it's at their job, whether it's at their hobby, whether it's at their finances, that people don't take time to train and to learn what they need to do to move forward. So I'm just very grateful that the people showed up, over 1,000 of them, because they wanted to be trained. We had a couple that could not make it, but it was a guy. Remember, she said a few good men. Well, one of the men was in our class. His name was Andrew Jenkins, and he took our class on estate planning, bridging the gap, and he was there, and he wanted me to tell you guys that the class was not only that he learned a lot, but he wanted to make sure when he left here that he could go home and put some things in place for himself and his family, because it's one thing to grow your wealth, but to not have a plan in place that how you're going to pass it to the next generation, how that we won't be a James Brown or Aretha Franklin, that we have wealth and that the wealth is being fought over because we did not have a plan in place. And not only about our money, that class is teaching us how do we take care, who do we want in charge of our life? Like if I get sick, who do I want to make sure they say pull the plug or don't pull the plug? There's some family members that are good with taking care of your life, but they're not good with taking care of your money, and they can't all be the exact same person. So we just really had a good time of just teaching people how to transfer that wealth to the next generation. And because people don't know that, Darlene, many times we're creating wealth. Every generation has to start all over because they don't have a system in place where they're transferring it to the next generation, to the next generation. So that class was all about us. Once you accumulate all of this, we're not all going to live to spend it all. So if it's something left, wouldn't you want your family to get is the max that they can get? And that if they didn't get it, it wasn't because you didn't have a plan in place, it's because me and you spent it. And that's all right too. But if you don't spend it, you need to have a system in place that will make sure that your loved ones get it. Now, our second class we taught was planning for your retirement. When we do that, when we think about retirement, for me, retirement is not like what I say in class, it's not about a 4 to 6 hour event. So let's think of it this way. When we get prepared to get married, Darlene, most of us, unlike me, who plan my wedding in 2 weeks. I know I'm a little rare, a little strange. I know. I had text everybody, had a wedding planned in 2 weeks, but most people spend 2 years, a year planning it, and they spend hours preparing for this 4 to 8 hour event, depending on how long you party. They spend 2 hours for that, but when it comes to their retirement, they're not even planning that long, and even when they do plan, they only planning for one aspect, and that is the check. They're not looking at retirement from a holistic approach. So that class that we actually had, and Mr. Vivita Buchanan has been coming to few for years, and she's been coming to our classes for 3 years. We talked about planning for retirement. Where you're going to live, how much income, so do you plan on working, understanding all of the different streams of income, how does Social Security play, how does taxes impact. So that class was just helping you to understand your retirement from a holistic approach. And I'm going to ask Ms. DeVita if she could just give us a few minutes, not only on our class, but what does she get from this entire few conference, that when she go back, that what do you feel will change in your life, in your career, finances, family, everything?
Yeah. Good morning. This is my first opportunity to actually be live on a webinar. I've been joining the class every 2 weeks via telephone from my job. So I've enjoyed it, all of it, for the last few years. But the class itself is always enlightening to come to. Few organization is just always, every year there's something that I learn from preparing for interviews, doing your IDP. Every year there's something that I get from the class, as far as empowering one another and finding things and finding ways to help the next generations of incoming new employees to the organization. How can I help you be better at your job? What can I do to help you? Even though I'm close to on that retirement year, I'm getting close, and I'm still planning. I'm learning from the class. I've learned from the class, and there's more for me to learn. Just with my planning retirement, just the annuity portion of it, breaking down what do you want to do with your finance? How do you prepare for when you retire? It's not just a part of your just TSP and you have an income coming in, but how do you want to continue to have, and what are the various avenues that you have available to you? To be able to have my money continue to work for me, having another source of income. And the class, they gave you so many different insights on the different ways that they can help you help yourself to prepare for your family, of which you may want to leave behind for your legacy, your grandchildren, to tell you different avenues of where to put your money so it can continue to grow for you, which was a very good insight of what I need to do. So I am preparing to go to the ASB Live at their organization to get my one-on-one training, and to continue by reading the books that they've generously given us in the class to help us. So I've already started reading, and I'm going to continue to read, and I'm working on my spending plan. Now I've worked on it last year, but there, just from this class, there's things that I wasn't aware of that I was not doing that I can even help myself even more to get me prepared. So I have homework to do when I go back that I'm going to get myself prepared. So when I do have the opportunity to do my one-on-one financial planning, that I'll have everything lined up. And the questions that I've actually pulled from the class that I need to ask. What do I need to do? I have a TSP. That's not going to be my only source of income. What do I need to do for my long-term care? What are the annuities? How does the annuity help me? There's a rollover. What does that mean? How do I find a way to not be double taxed on my money when I take it out? So there's so many things to learn just from going to the class to better help you, prepare you for retirement. You may not be ready to retire, but the day is going to come. So this is a good way for you to prepare yourself before that time comes. So it's been a wonderful opportunity. And actually, the training portion ended Thursday, but I knew the webinar was going to take place on Friday, so I stuck around so I could be here for this live interview and to continue to participate. So it's been a worthy, and the agency as well for allowing me to come. I had a choice to choose another organization, another conference to go to, but I chose to come to few, and I'm glad I chose to do that over the other conference this year.
All right. Well, you know what? She said a few things, Darlene, that I think was major for me, which says that she has been listening in her classes, and she's been, and I'm quite sure if she got that much details from our classes, I can't even imagine what her notes look like from the entire week. But the thing that she said was that she has questions, which means that the information that we shared, she's written down questions. So when she take advantage of her one-on-one, many times people book an appointment, but they don't do any homework. They just come in. They want us to do everything. Your success comes from when you put some skin in the game. And so she said that. And then she also said something about she has a plan of action. We talk about what is your next, what are your plan of action like? So if your goal is to have increase your security, how are you going to do that? I need to increase my net worth. Well, how I'm going to do that? So she has plans and action so that she can succeed. And many times, success is not there for you. You haven't put any skin in the game. And the other thing you said too was that she's writing out her budget. And our last class we taught was on credit and debt. And what you learned from that class, if you was in my class yesterday, I had to get real with you. Credit and debt is just not about being broke and money and you not understanding your score. We know all of that. It's really this internal place where we need to understand how our mental and our emotional play an impact on our finances, and having a budget in place will help you dictate your future. So we're excited about you. We're excited about all the other people that came and got something from the class. So if you here, you're going to be with us at BIG or at any other conference. If you want to come out, because for us, it's about educating you first. We believe if you're educated, then you'll make wiser decisions. We don't want you to just come and sit down and we tell you here's a program. We want you to be educated so you know what works best for you. Because what works for Davita is going to be different from work for me and what works for Darlene. So we need to all plan differently.
Exactly. And Davita also mentioned that we gave out 3 books, and then we're going to be wrapping up. And those 3 books are your top 10 IRA mistakes. If any of you are retiring or you have IRAs, so the top 10 IRA mistakes. And Rita, the other 2 books were the new rules of planning for retirement and the no compromise in retirement. So it's some books that because we want you to be educated. And so to this trip, we gave away them free. And we wanted you to take it home and read it first. And some people booked an appointment, some people wanted to read, because it's very important for you guys that we give you everything we have. We give you all of our energy, all of our information. We give it to you. And when you book an appointment, we want you to show up. We want you to be attentive, and we want you to be ready to take advantage and to move towards your own financial destination. So we're laying the ground rule, and we're giving you as much as we can to help you get there. Exactly, because you know what? In the end, financial planning is not something we do to you, meaning Rita and I aren't doing something to you
Yes.
as we help with your financial planning. Financial planning is something we do with you. So we're here with you. And you know what? When you come in and you meet with us, you too can get one of those very valuable books. But in summary, what we're trying to say is do something today that your future self will thank you for.
Yes.
That's the whole moral of the story. So putting all of the pieces together, what's going to be right for you? It depends. Everyone is an individual. And guess what? Contact your Financial Fed Friday team, those of us here at Affordable Benefit Solutions, so that we can map out a strategy for you. And everyone is an individual. And guess what? To help you reach your financial destination. See, that's our Facebook right there that was going on as well. So how can we help you at Affordable Benefit Solutions? We can help you with your life planning, the questions you need to ask to help imagine yourself in retirement. Budgeting, that was one of our most packed out workshops. Determining what your income needs are, identifying all of your retirement income, excuse me, understanding that credit and debt is not just about your credit cards. Also, account management, when you retire, IRA rollovers, Roth conversions, what's going to be best for you, establishing a withdrawal, suitable withdrawal plan for your different sources of income, helping you understand those required minimum distributions or RMDs. As you get into retirement, you're going to hear a lot about RMDs. Also, portfolio management, financial products that take into tax considerations when you are invested, helping you understand taxes in retirement. Because guess what, you all? Affordable Benefit Solutions, we are a full service financial solutions firm. So we cover the gamut: financial planning, IRAs, 401ks, estate planning. We have to kick up our game on estate planning. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button. We want to hear your comments as well. Insurance services, everything, you know, GoFundMe is not a life insurance policy. It's not. Let's stop that.
It's not.
So insurance protection for yourself and your family, for your assets against financial loss of a loved one, disability insurance, that's your paycheck protection plan while you're working, long-term care insurance, that's your retirement paycheck protection once you stop working, because a long-term care issue is going to happen to 50% of us. That's 1 out of 2 people. It's going to happen. Also, credit and debt elimination, we can help you with that as well. We're here for you. Wherever you are, if you're at the beginning of your career, the middle, or the end, Affordable Benefit Solutions, your Financial Fed Friday team, we are here to help you reach your financial destination. So that's it for this broadcast. We appreciate you joining us. We will see you again in 2 weeks. Oh no, Rita. Well, we may be sending out something, because guess what? My daughter, my baby bird, is going to college. And she's going to Xavier University in Louisiana. And we're going to be there, and I'm going to be in orientation. So Rita is going to be there also. So I'm not sure how we're going to work this yet. But
we're going to work it. We're going to work it out.
We are, because you all are that important to us. So please, when you come, bring 1, 2, and 3. Let everyone know about this. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button and forward this video to other people. So we, from your hearts to ours, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you here in 2 weeks.
You know what, y'all? I think I may just broadcast live from Bourbon Street. So if you see me walking down with my music, we're going to be talking. It may be that one may be no financial plan. That may be all us just jamming. So make sure you have on your thing, and we're going to be rolling down the streets, jamming, playing music, my husband a bass guitar. I think that's just going to be all fun. Yes.
Thank you all. Any questions? If not, we're going to log off. Thank you so much, Facebook.
Thank you, Davida, for giving us your energy. You was really live today. Not via phone, you was live today. So thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate you, Madam President Rainey. We also appreciate past president, Mrs. Michelle Crockett. So,
and Dr. Arlene, we got to give special thanks to member Miss Jeanette, who let us in this nice room where we're broadcasting live, who's been waiting patiently, who's been waiting. That's right. She's been in the government for years.
Nice setting.
Yes, we want to just say hello. And you know, it's important for her, Dolly, if you guys can wait a minute. She's very active, not only in FEW, but she's very active in the union. If you understand how important the union is to your job, this is a young man who's been fighting for you for probably over 40 years in the union, simultaneously doing work here for FEW. So she's all about helping government employees with their rights and moving to the next level. So even though we're at the end, you guys give us 2-3 minutes, let her share, because she didn't even care. She was just sitting in a chair, but she was willing to sit here so that we can broadcast live to bring this to you. She's all about helping people. So just give her a chance to say something.
Yeah, say something.
Good morning. My name is Jeanette McElhaney. I'm originally from Warner Robins, Georgia. I have been working with FEW since the 90s. I have been working with AFGE since the 70s. These two organizations care about the welfare of the federal workers, not just the federal employed women. And people have the concept that it's, like she was saying earlier, that FEW is just for women. No, it is an organization that puts some programs, they're put on by the women, but they are for all people, to include the men. We want our brothers to succeed, because as we move forward, we want them to move forward to be compatible to us.
Absolutely.
And the union also fights for the rights of all federal employees, not just union members, but federal employees. So you should support, these are two organizations that work hand in hand because they're looking for the betterment of the federal employees.
Absolutely. And Jeanette, you know, it's behind every great organization is the backbone of someone who is unsung. And I have to say that it is Jeanette, because everything, the reason the leadership looks good is because she keeps them on track, on pace. So thank you so much for all that you do for Affordable Benefit Solutions and for organizations that you give 110% to. So please reach out, go to few.org, few.org. You can get all of the information there on the organization as well as membership. You want to check back in November, around November, to see when, where, and what the new training conference is going to be on. Of course, we want to see you back here on August the 9th for another episode of Financial Fair Friday. Thank you. Bye.
The FEW conference will be in 2020, normally the 2nd or 3rd of July.
Okay.
All that are here.
All right. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.